let's talk about the things we covered last time. So in our last lesson, we talked about the environment. We talked about some collocations, some words or phrases to use with these verbs: protect, produce, and cause. We used these three verbs to talk about some of the things we have here in the box. All right. And then we also talked about this little last box. The world population is increasing, so is the cost of living. So we also talked about that. All right, so I think we covered that. Is there something here? Did you try to write something? Because I don't know if I can see it. Did you type something?
Okay, but your voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear. Is it clear now? Or not clear?
Yes, now it's good.
Now it's good. Okay. Let's just leave this. Okay. If it's not clear, just let me know. Okay. All right. So we talked about this in our last lesson. We said that the world population is increasing, so is the cost of living. Welcome back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we talked about some vocabulary related to the environment, and then we also discussed will and might, and we talked about the difference. So both of them are for prediction, but will maybe is for a stronger prediction. It's a little stronger than might. Might is sort of a 50-50, maybe yes, maybe no situation in the future, but will, it feels like a stronger prediction for the future. So we can use both of them to predict things in the future, depending on how confident you are in your prediction. We can also make predictions with I don't think the future will be easy. I don't think the population will increase. So you can also make predictions with the negative I don't think, and so on. So we discussed how to use this in our last lesson. Today we'll also talk about the future. So we're continuing talking about the future, but this time we are going to talk about personal plans, hopes, and ambitions. So of course, be going to is another type of future, but it's not for predictions and it's not for sort of other ideas or abstract ideas. It's different. It's different from will and might. It's more personal. Okay, so we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this today in detail. Let's start with a few collocations. And of course, we agreed that collocations, it always means when you put a verb with a noun or a verb with another phrase, and it becomes like a pair. This becomes the natural way or the normal way that it's used in English. Just like you say, have breakfast, you don't say eat breakfast. Just like you say, have a shower, you don't say do a shower, or wash a shower, right? Or clean a shower. You just say, have a shower, take a shower, right? So all of these are collocations that are used. Yeah, they're used frequently in English. The more you use them, the more you get used to them, the more you become good at using them. All right, so let's start. So I'd like you to make the correct choice here because I need you to choose the correct verb. And I'm going to underline the verb you choose. So it says here, choose the correct verbs in these collocations. So the first one is take photos. All right, number 2 is you have live abroad or leave abroad. Which one do you think is the right one?
I think live abroad. Live, not leave. Live, not leave.
So the first or the second?
Yes, the first.
How do we pronounce the first word?
Live.
What about the second one?
Leave. Leave. Leave.
The second one is leave.
Yes.
The first one?
Live.
Correct. Live is right. Okay, so you want to choose the first one, right?
Yes.
All right. What about number 3? Do we make house or do we move house?
Move house. Move. The second one.
Okay. Number 4, do we say a blog or do we write a blog? Do you know what a
Maybe
blog is?
write a blog.
Do you know what a blog is?
No.
Okay, a blog is like
no.
a blog is like it's like an internet page, like an internet profile or website, but it's not really a website because it's personal. It's about what you write. A blog is the things you write, and it has the information about yourself and what you think about something. It's like a website. Okay?
Yes. Okay. Right.
All right. Okay. Write a blog. Number 5, get a fantastic time or have a fantastic time.
Have a fantastic time.
What about number 6? Do we spend time doing something or do we give time doing something?
Spend time. Spend time.
Okay. Number 7, do we learn how to do something or do we want how to do something?
Learn. Learn how to do something.
Number 8.
Do a course in something.
Okay. Okay, so let's confirm these. Let's very quickly go to page 136. 136, and let's see how many of these did we get right. Let's see. 136. Let's use the mouse easier. Okay, so here we are. So can you see that? On the right, collocations 2. Can you see this?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
This means all of them are correct, right? So we take photos,
Yes.
we live abroad, we move house, we write a blog, we have a fantastic time, we spend time doing something, we learn how to do something, and we do a course in something. Very nice. So all of them are correct. So we can move on to our next exercise. Okay, so it says here in number 2, we have a question. At what age do people usually retire in your country? So in Libya, what is the age of retirement here? When do people...
Maybe at 6 when someone is 60 years.
Okay, is this the official? No, the official age at 60 or not?
Maybe at 60 or 55 or 60.
Maybe.
I think when the person work after 35 of work, he can retire.
I see.
I don't know what's the age. Maybe 55, maybe 60.
So it's 35 years after your first job. Is this what you're saying?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, number 2 here. What do you think are the good and the bad things about being retired? Can you think of the advantages and the disadvantages of being retired?
Yes. I think maybe when somebody retired, he paint his garden or planting and raising animals. Maybe take care of their health and eating. Maybe he has having enough time for themselves, reading or traveling.
I see.
I think that's the advantages, yes.
Okay. All right. Do you know there's a word they use, an activity word they use for taking care of the plants and planting new plants in the garden? There's a word. Do you know it? What they call this?
Yes.
What do they call it?
Farming.
Not exactly, because
Farming.
because farming usually means making food, right? So you grow maybe wheat, you grow corn, you grow vegetables and fruit, right? This is farming. But what if you grow normal plants for decoration and for fun, not for food? Do you know what we call that? There is a word.
Yes.
It's called, have you heard of this word? Gardening. You know gardening?
Yes.
So gardening is...
I know garden, but not gardening.
Yeah. So gardening is the activity of making a new garden, or making a good garden, of planting nice, beautiful plants, watering them, arranging them, and decorating them. So this is the meaning of gardening. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So these are the good things about being retired. Can you think of the disadvantages or the negative things?
I think the retiree feels bored and depressed, and withdrawn from life, and low salary. Yes.
Okay, that's completely true. Yes, I agree. And the third one, do you know someone who's, do you know anyone who's retired in your life?
Yes, my father and mother and uncle, aunt, all my family retired.
And how do they spend their time?
They spend their time take care of their health and sports. They make sport, and their take care of their garden, visiting friends and relatives, learning new things, fixing light things, maybe reading, and at the past they studying master. Yes, that's what about my parents. But my uncle and aunt, they fighting all the time. Yes.
So they're not using their retirement time in a good way.
Yes.
All right.
And
Okay.
sometimes, yes, sometimes fighting too.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not always. It has, like you said, it has the good part, the advantages, the cons, the pros and the cons. The advantages and disadvantages. You mentioned them, and I agree with you. I think this is true. All right, now in number 3, we are going to look at 3 photos. We have A, B, and C. And it says here, match the people to their plans for when they retire. So we have 3 photos and we have 3 retirement plans. Can you see the retirement plans? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, so what we want to do is we want to match these retirement plans to the photos. So let's take a look at the photos first, the 3 photos, okay? So you can see here, photo A. So we have Derek. This is Derek. And photo B, we have Heidi. This is Heidi. Let's see photo C. We have Meryl and Ryan. So these two, the couple is Meryl and Ryan. All right, let's go to Derek. What do you think Derek, what does he do in your opinion, Derek? What do you think his job is?
He's a businessman.
Okay, maybe. Why do you think he's a businessman?
Because he talking to his phone, and he he wear a uniform.
Do we call this a uniform?
No, maybe his clothes is more.
What do we call this? What Derek is wearing?
Suit.
Exactly.
Suit.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. When you have a tie and a jacket and trousers, this is a suit, a business suit. Yeah. So maybe you're right. Maybe he's a businessman because maybe he's talking to some clients and customers on the phone. And what do you think is inside his suitcase, the one that he's holding?
Maybe papers, maybe some files of his business.
Maybe money?
Yes, maybe money, maybe computer.
Maybe a laptop, you're right.
Yes.
Okay. What about Heidi? What do you think she does? What do you think her job is? Do you think she's working now?
I think he,
What do you think? What is she doing here?
no, he's retired. He's
Okay.
retired.
She think okay
I think he is retired for his.
All right.
He make gardening.
Yes. So you think that Heidi is already retired? Is that what you think? You think she's not working now?
Yes.
All right. But what do you think her job was? What did she used to do in the past? What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe he is. He was a businessman, or he was a doctor or farmer. I don't know.
Okay. Heidi, is it a she or a he?
He.
She's actually a she.
Maybe
Heidi.
I can't. Yes.
Yeah, she's a she. Ines, hi.
Yes.
Welcome to the class. Can you hear us? Is the sound clear? Hello, Ines. How are you today? Can you hear us clearly? Do you have a good connection? Hello? I can't hear you, Malak. Not Malak, sorry, Ines. I can't hear you.
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, hi.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, that's good.
Days, the connection is very weak.
Yes, today is week 2, it seems. Ines, if you have anything open on your phone, any programs, she disconnected. Let me send her, just let me send her a text. Are you there, Ines? Can you hear us? If you can hear us, just let us know. Okay, Malak, Ines, sorry, can you hear us? يا إيناس لو كان النت ضعيف عندك حاولي اوكي تمام لو تسمعي كويس. alright حبيت بس نوضح لك ان اوكي تمام. All right, so let's continue. Are you back, Malak? Can you hear us? Okay, Malak. What about this couple, Meryl and Ryan? What do you think? What do you think they do?
Yes.
What do you think? What's their job, in your opinion, Meryl and Ryan? Do you think maybe they are teachers or maybe engineers, bankers? What do you think?
The sound is not clear.
My sound is not clear?
You ask me and ask Inas.
No, I'm asking you.
Ask Inas or me?
You. I'm asking you, Malak.
I think they are retired.
They're retired too? Uh-huh. Okay. Ines, are you there? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Mm-hmm.
All right. I can hear you, Malak, but I'm not sure I can hear Ines. Ines, I have a question for you. So we're talking about people here, and we have 3 people, A, B, and C. Can you see the book in front of you? Sorry?
Okay.
Can you see the...
Yes, I can see the book.
Okay, very nice. So we are discussing retirement plans. Do you know what it means?
Yes, I can see the book.
Okay. So we're talking about and C.
Just
So
AB.
okay, you can only see AB.
Yes.
Can you see C now? Can you see photo C, Ines? Is it clear or not clear, photo C? Or only AB? Can you only see AB? All
yes.
Right. Okay, I think she has a very bad connection. Never mind. Okay, so you also think Ryan and Meryl are retired. Okay, so now let's try to match this. Let's try to match 1, 2, 3 here. Let's match the plans. Can you see 1, 2, 3? So can you read this, Malak, please? In exercise 3A, let's read the 3 retirement plans, okay? You can read number 1, Malak. Are you there? Can you hear me, Malak?
I hear you, but I can't
Yes.
see anything.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
You can't see anything, Ines. Can you see anything?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. I can hear you, Ines.
Hello, doctor. Hello.
Hi, I can see you. I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't see anything.
You can't see anything? I think you have a very bad connection.
Yes, I can hear. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, but you can't see book. Can you see the book? Can you see the book?
I can't see the book.
Okay. Try.
Oh, no.
Try to sign.
Yes, I have no connection.
Okay. Try to sign
No,
out
I
and
just
come
hear
back.
you. I just hear you.
Okay. Okay. So Ines, I think you need to sign out and come back and sign in again. Okay, Ines?
Yes, I hear you and I can see the book.
All right, that's good. That's very good. So can you read these 3 plans? So we want to match these retirement plans. Okay, you know what retirement means, when people stop working, when they get old. You know retirement, right?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
yes, I know.
All right, great. So we are discussing 3 different retirement plans, and we want to match these 3 plans. We want to match them with the 3 photos, with the 3 photos of Derek, Heidi, and also we have Ryan and Meryl. Okay, so we have 3 photos. We want to match the 3 photos with these 3 retirement plans, okay? can you read the first plan, please?
Okay.
Can you read the first one?
Me or Malak?
No, you can start, Ines. You can read it.
Yes.
Yes. We are going to drive across the USA. We are planning to spend about 6 months traveling, and I'm sure we will have a fantastic time.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. What about the second plan?
I'm hoping to retire before I am 50, but I'm not going to stay in this country. I want to live abroad, somewhere that is hot all year.
Okay.
Number 3,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to spending more time in the garden. I am thinking of doing a course in wildlife photography, and I'd like to go to Africa next year.
All right. Okay. So here what we want to do is we want to match these 3 plans with the 3 photos, okay? So what do you think, Ines?
I think number 1 for the couple.
For the couple, I agree, yeah, because they're talking together in plural.
Yes, because talking plural, we are.
Yeah, you're right, I agree. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, what about number 2 and 3?
Number 2, I think about Heidi.
Heidi, let's see Heidi. All right, so number 1, you think it's about Heidi. Why do you think it's about Heidi?
Please show me the photos.
All right, so here's the photo. Heidi is on your right and Derek is on the left, of course.
Yes. Because Heidi,
I'll take you back. Mm-hmm.
I read something like that. No. Because she wants to stay in country, interested about planet.
All right.
I think that.
Maybe you're right. What about number 3? But what does it say, number 3?
Number 3 for the man. What's his name?
Derek. His name is Derek.
Derek.
Yeah. All right. We can check. We can check in the listening and we can find out who says what. So let's go to the listening track and let's find out. So I'm just going to take you to the listening.
Okay.
All right, just a second.
Okay. Excuse me, teacher, I don't have the charging.
Okay.
My phone is will take up.
All right.
About me after that.
Okay, when you can come back anytime, just click on the link, okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I'm sorry, I'm very sorry.
No problem. Okay, let's listen.
We're going to drive across the USA. We're planning to spend about 6 months traveling, and I'm sure we'll have a fantastic time.
Derek.
I'm hoping to retire before I'm 50, but I'm not going to stay in this country. I want to live abroad, somewhere that's hot all year.
Heidi.
I'm looking forward to spending more time in the garden. I'm thinking of doing a course in wildlife photography, and I'd like to go to Africa next year.
Okay. So this means that number 1 is for picture C, photo C, right, Malak? So number 1 is for C, Ryan and his wife. And here, this is for photo A, the one about Derek, and Heidi is B, right? Are you there, Malak? No. I think you have, our connection is not very good, but let's move on. Okay, so this was the listening part. Let's move on to here. We have a little bit of grammar. So let's use be going to talk about plans, hopes, and ambitions. Okay, so it says here, look at these sentences, then answer questions 1 to 3. All right, so we're going to drive across the USA. I'm sure we'll have a fantastic time. All right, so the first question, it says here, do both sentences talk about the future? What do you think? The correct answer, of course, is yes. Both of them talk about the future. But which one do you think is a prediction and which one is a plan? What do you think? So, Malak, what do you think? Can you see the two sentences here? We are going to drive across the USA and I'm sure we'll have a fantastic time. Which one do you think is a prediction and which one is a plan? These two sentences, in your opinion. What do you think? Are you there, Malak?
Yes, hello. The connection is very weak. Sometimes out from this lesson.
Yes.
I not hear what the CD.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, the question
CD
is
very weak.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. If it's too bad, I can always send you the recording later. You can see the parts you missed, so don't worry. All right, so Malak, here the idea is, do you see these two sentences?
Okay. Try to listen.
All right, can you see the two sentences?
Yes.
Which one do you think is a prediction and which
yes,
one?
I see.
Which one is a prediction and which one is a plan?
Yes. Yes, a prediction. Okay. I think prediction is number 1, the first. No, a plan, number 1, and number 2 is a prediction.
Correct, right. Okay, that's correct. And which verb form comes after be going to? What verb do we use after be going to?
Drive.
Yes.
Drive, yes.
But what verb form is this? Is it ing? Is it ed?
Infinitive.
Right.
No, infinitive form. Yes.
Correct. So to drive, this is infinitive. Okay, very good. Now, how do we make negatives, questions, and short answers with be going to? So can you form a question about the first sentence? So the sentence is, we're going to the USA. We're going to drive across the USA. What's the question?
Are we going to drive across the USA?
All right. Okay, that's correct. But maybe we change we with you better, right?
You. Yes.
All right. Can you say? Going? Yeah. Can you say it again?
Are you? Are you going to drive across the USA?
Very good. And this is, what kind of question is this? Is this a WH question or a yes/no question?
Yes, no question.
Very good. It's a yes/no question. Are you going to cross? Are you going to drive across the USA? Yes, we are. No, we aren't. Right? Is this the correct answer or not the correct answer?
Yes, the correct answer.
All right. Can you make a
yes, we are.
Can you make a WH question?
Yes.
With be going to.
What are you going to drive across? No. Where are you going to
Huh?
drive
Correct.
across?
Without a cross.
Yes.
Where are you going to drive? Right?
Yes.
Where are you going to drive? We're going to drive across the USA, right?
Yeah.
All right. Good, good. All right, so let's check the grammar summary in page 137 first. And let's see if there's anything additional we need to check. If not, we can continue. Okay, can you see the left side? So it says we use be. Can you read the first 2 points, please, Malak, on the left? Can you read them?
Okay. We use be going to plus infinitive to talk about the future plans. We're going to drive across the USA.
Okay.
We use will plus infinitive to talk about future predictions. I'm sure we'll have a fantastic time.
Okay, so this is the main difference, one of the main differences between be going to and using will to talk about the future, okay? So, and here you can see how we make positive and negative. Can you read can you read them? Please read the examples.
I'm not going to stay in this country. You, we, they aren't going to drive across the USA. He, she's isn't going to write a blog.
Right, and can you read the questions when we make WH questions?
Yes. When am I going to see you again? What are you going to do tomorrow? Where is he or she going to live? When are they going to move house?
Right, correct, yes. So this is WH question. And the last thing, I think we have yes/no questions. All right, can you read the rest yes/no questions in the top? Can you read them? Are you going? Here at the top.
Yes. Tips we will and might from the beginning. Okay. Where is the sentence? Yes, we use will plus infinitive to predict
on
the
the
future.
right. Sorry, we
I
finished
think our planet
Malak,
will be very crowded.
We finished will
the negative
and might.
form of will is won't. It won't be easy to produce.
Check the right side. Yes/no questions with short answers. Can you see the yes/no questions, Malak? Okay. Can you see the yes/no questions with short answers on the top right?
Yes.
All right. Can you read them, please?
Yes. Yes, I see.
All right. Can you read them?
Okay. Are you going to leave abroad? Yes, I am. No, I am not. Is she going to retire soon? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Are they going to move house? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. I have a question, please.
Yes.
The first sentence, the answer, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Why they contract am, short form for am, not, like she isn't and aren't.
Yeah, it's a good question. With the am, you cannot contract it with the not. It's an exception. You have to write it separate. Do you understand? You cannot say I'm.
But at the primary school, they learn them to contract not am.
No, that's wrong. You can never contract am.
That is in their books.
Can you take a photo of that? You mean in
Okay.
a short answer they say like this? You mean like yes I'm. Are you going to live abroad? You mean they say yes I'm like this? Is this what you mean? And full stop. Because this one is incorrect. You can't do that. But
I was sure about that. Okay.
but here you have to say yes. I am. This is correct. All right. So you have to do it.
Yes.
It has to be complete. Yes, I am. Are you a doctor? Yes, I am. Are you a teacher? Yes, I am. Are you a mother? Yes, I am. Are you going to learn English? Yes, I am. Are you going to travel next week? Yes, I am.
In yes or no question, just in yes or no question, yeah?
Yeah, only in yes and only in yes and no questions when it's a short answer. But if you want to give a full answer, are you going to live abroad? Yes, I'm going to live abroad. Then you can say it like this. If you want to give the full information, yes, I'm going to live abroad. If you give the full answer, this is also correct. But this is not used. It's too long. Do you understand? People don't use it. They just use the one in the middle here. Yes, I am. This is a short answer. Yes, I am. That's why it's called a short answer. So and so usually in this English, in modern English, they always use short answers. This is what they want you to use because this is what natives use. Are you tired? Are you tired today? Yes, I am. Do you want to have a movie? Do you want to see a movie? Yes, I do. Did you have lunch? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Have you got a car? No, no, I haven't. Have you done your master degree? Yes, I have. Do you understand? It's always like this. It's always short answer, short answer. They want you to use short answers. Okay? You can see the first tip. It's very important. Can you see the first two tips?
Okay.
Here.
Yes. We don't usually use going to in short answers. Yes, she is. Not yes, she's going to. Okay. That means with the she is too and not I am.
Yeah, this is the idea.
With
Don't
the
use
verb,
going to.
With the verb go, we usually say I'm going to Turkey, not I'm going to go to Turkey. But both are correct.
So the idea, because the form is usually we use we use the subject I. So in the form of I'm writing the form of going to here now. Okay. So subject, and then we have verb to be. So we say I am going to plus infinitive, right? So you say I'm going to read a story, correct? Or I'm going,
Yes.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to have dinner, right? But if you want to use the infinitive go, you don't have to say, I'm going to go to Libya. I'm going to go to my friend's house. I'm going to go to, no, you don't have to say it like this. You can just say, I'm going to go to place. Do you see? This is like an exception. So go is like an exception. So you can say, you can only say subject plus verb to be. I am going to, and there's no infinitive, place. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
So this is what the second tip means here. So in the second tip, they're trying to tell you if your infinitive verb is go, you can remove it, no problem. You can say, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to work, right? Or you can just say, I'm going to work. You don't have to say, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to work. That's it. You don't have to repeat go twice. Is it clear? Do you get the idea?
Yes.
But if you say, I'm going to go to work, it's not wrong. It's okay, normal. But you don't have to say it.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back to the lesson and let's do some exercises. So let's go back. All right. So we finished number 4. Now we have number 5. Okay, so it says find three phrases in number 1 to 3. So we want to look at question 3 now. Which verb form comes after each phrase? The infinitive with to or verb plus ing. So we have 2 options to answer, okay? So you can use the infinitive with to answer this question, or you can use verb plus ing, depending on what you think is correct. But of course, we have to look at the phrases in number 3A, the 3 retirement plans, right? So let's see. So A, it says we're planning. So if you want to use this expression, if you want to say we're planning, you have to use infinitive after it, right? So we say we're planning to spend. Do you see? Example?
Yes.
So spend is your infinitive. What about I'm hoping? What do we use after I'm hoping? What do we use? Of course, you have to look at the examples in exercise 3 on the left.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. So what do we use after I'm hoping?
Yes. I'm hoping I'm hoping after to.
Check the example. Check the example in number 3A on the left.
Okay.
What did we use after I'm hoping?
Yes.
We used retire.
To retire.
And what is
or
this?
To study.
Correct. Correct. So do we use
infinitive? Yes,
right.
Infinitive.
Exactly. So we use an infinitive with verb with to. So use an infinitive.
Yes.
An infinitive with to. Correct. What about I want? How did we use I want in the examples?
Yes, we can use to. I want to leave.
Right.
Yes, I want to leave.
I want to live abroad. So this is it verb plus ing or is it infinitive plus
infinitive?
To? Right.
Infinitive.
So it's an infinitive plus with to, right?
To.
Okay. What about the expression? What about the expression, the phrase, I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to. What do we use after?
To spending.
Yeah, so what is this?
To spending, yes, infinitive plus to.
Are you sure?
No, infinitive plus ing.
Is it infinitive?
Verb
Yeah.
plus ing.
Right, so it's verb plus ing, you're right. So this means if you use this phrase, I'm looking forward to, you need to use verb plus ing afterwards, right? What about think? What do we use after thinking? I'm thinking of. What do we use after I'm thinking of?
I'm thinking of verb plus ing.
Correct.
Doing.
Right?
A verb plus ing.
Okay. What about I'd like? What do we use after I'd like?
Plus infinitive with to.
Correct.
Infinitive plus, yes.
Yeah, like the example here. I'd like to go to Africa. So this means we use infinitive with to. Infinitive with to. All right?
Yes.
Now take a look at these questions in part B. Which phrase in number 5A means I'm excited about this and I'm going to enjoy it when it happens? Which one do you think has this meaning? So it means they want the meaning.
I'm exciting.
So you need to look at the examples we used in number 5A. Do you see the 6 examples?
Yes, I'm looking forward.
Correct, you're right. Yes. When you say I'm looking forward to verb plus ing, it means you're excited about doing something, right? So when you say I'm looking forward to meeting him, maybe you have your friend who's coming from abroad, right? So when you say I'm looking forward to meeting her, I'm looking forward to meeting her, this means you are excited to meet your friend. You can't wait, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, number 2, which is more certain? I'm planning or I'm thinking of?
Maybe I'm planning. I'm thinking of.
What does it mean? What does it mean, certain?
Certain something you're sure to do.
Correct.
Something you're sure about it.
Yes, when you're sure about something, it means you are certain about it. So if you're more certain, should we say I'm planning to travel to Europe, or should you say I'm thinking of traveling to Europe? Which one sounds like a stronger plan or something that's more certain? What do you think? I'm planning to travel to Europe, or I'm thinking of traveling to Europe.
I'm thinking of.
Does this sound more certain than I'm planning to travel to Europe?
Yes, I'm thinking, yes.
I'm going to choose your answer, but we can check it on page 137. But let's write your answer. Okay, what about number 3? Which is less certain? I'm going to travel, I'm hoping.
Less certain?
To travel.
Yes, I'm going to, or I'm hoping.
Which one?
I'm hoping.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
Okay, so I'm hoping is less certain in your opinion. Okay, so let's check the summary.
I'm hoping.
Let's check the summary on page 137.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
Hoping.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
The second one.
All right, okay. Okay, so let's check. Let's see if your answers are correct. All right. Can you see the summary on the right side? Plans, hopes, and ambitions. Can you see it? On the right side? Okay. All right. So here we have plans, hopes, and ambitions. So let's check the summary. All right. Okay. Can you see it now? Can you see the right side? Plans, hopes, and ambitions on the right side of the page. Can you see it?
Yes.
Plans, hopes, and ambitions. All right, so we finished the first part. We finished all of this correctly.
Yes, I see.
Now I want you to read the 3 tips here, please, in the bottom here.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay, can you read them, please?
Yes. Plans, hopes, and ambitions. Yes.
Okay, I want you to read the bottom part. Can you read these 3 points?
Okay. We can also use these phrases to talk about plans, hopes, and
okay. But we finished this.
Ambitions. Maybe you don't hear me.
No, I can hear you, but
can you hear me?
Yes, but your voice comes late. There's a long lag.
Maybe you can't listen me.
No, I can hear you. I can listen to you. I can hear you, but it takes a long time. The sound is late. Do you understand? Let me write it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you hear me? So.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the problem. Okay.
Yes, I hear you now.
Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Now I want you to read these 3 points because the first part is correct. We finished it. So just read these 3 points. Can you see the 3 points with my mouse?
Okay. Okay. I'm looking forward. I'm excited about this, and I'm going to enjoy it when it happens.
Okay, so this is correct.
I'm planning is more certain than I'm thinking of. That's wrong.
Yeah. So this was the opposite of what you said. Okay. Okay.
I'm hoping is less certain than I'm going to.
All right. So this is correct too, right? Okay. Can you read the last 2 tips, please?
Okay. We can also use it or a noun after I'm looking forward to it. My holiday.
Yes.
We can.
Yeah, so here this is optional. You can use verb plus ing, or you can use it, or you can use a noun. So you can say, I'm looking forward to meeting my friend. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my meeting. You get the idea? You can do it.
Yes.
You can do it with a verb plus ing. You can do it with a noun or with it. Okay, the last point.
We can also use I'd love to talk about future plans and ambitions. I'd love to travel around the world.
All right. So this is, I think, clear. If you say I'd love, you can also talk about things you'd like to do in the future, right? Just use infinitive after I'd love. I'd love to talk. I'd love to travel. I'd love to visit. I'd love to study English. I'd love to, right?
Yes.
All right, so this is clear. All right, so let's go back. Let's do a little bit more in our lesson, maybe another exercise. All right, so we checked this part. So here we have a complete question. All right, so now we want to complete these 3 paragraphs, okay? So it says complete paragraphs 1 to 3 with the correct forms of the verbs in the boxes. Then we have another question, which people in photos A to C said them, do you think? Okay, let's finish the grammar part first and then we can do the second part. All right, so you can see the verbs in the box. We have buy, visit, write, drive. Okay, can you do number 1? So you can start, Malak.
Okay. We're going to buy a camper van and drive from San Francisco to New York. And driving
or drive? What do you think? Or we're going to drive? What do you want to use here? So what are you going to use?
driving. To drive and driving. Yes, driving.
Okay.
We're hoping to visit. We're hoping to visit some old friends on the way, and merely thinking of writing a blog about our journey.
Okay. Okay, what about number 2?
Number 2, I'm planning get up. Yes, I'm planning to buy a horse by the sea. Either in Thailand or Barbados, and I'm looking forward to get up late every day. I'm hoping to spend. Yes, I'm hoping to spend.
Okay.
To spend every afternoon at the beach, and I would like to learning how to drive. Learning
Okay. What about
Yes.
conversation 3?
I'm going to buy a new camera,
Okay.
and I'm looking forward to learn how to take photos of animals in the wild. I'm also thinking of going on holiday to Uganda. I want to face-to-face to meet. I want to meet a gorilla face-to-face.
Would you like to meet a gorilla face-to-face, Malak?
No, of course no.
Okay. Okay, let me play the listening so you can check your answers. Okay, so let's see how many of these are correct, okay?
Okay.
1. Ryan.
We're going to buy a camper van and drive from San Francisco to New York. We're hoping to visit some old friends on the way, and Meryl's thinking of writing a blog about our journey.
2. Derek.
I'm planning to buy a house by the sea, either in Thailand or Barbados, and I'm looking forward to getting up late every day. I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach, and I'd like to learn how to dive.
3. Heidi.
I'm going to buy a new camera, and I'm looking forward to learning how to take photos of animals in the wild. I'm also thinking of going on holiday to Uganda. I want to meet a gorilla face-to-face.
Okay.
I
So,
think that
we have a few
correct.
mistakes, right? No, we have a few mistakes. Let's play them part by part, okay? Let's stop after number 1 and correct our mistakes and then continue, okay? So I want you to listen. I want you to listen carefully to number 1, and let's work on the mistakes. Also, I want to tell you something else important about using Zoom. You have to switch off the other applications, okay? Like Facebook, Messenger, Viber, WhatsApp, you know, Google Chrome, whatever. You have to turn them off. Just close them. Close the other applications, because they use the internet, and they reduce the internet speed, the connection. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is what I do. I switch off all the applications. I only leave Zoom, only Zoom, okay?
Okay.
And sometimes it's even better if you use airplane mode and only leave your Wi-Fi open, or
Because from
use the Vienna.
the same. Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
The DSL is not work,
Without
and
electricity.
WiMAX 4G. No.
Yeah, I see. But
That's
your
important.
connection now is excellent. Now it's good.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, now it's good.
But maybe if you have friends or people who call you at this time from 6 to 8, maybe you should tell them, don't call me on Saturdays, Monday and Wednesday. If you tell them.
I know. I don't have a lot of calls.
Okay. Anyways, now the connection is excellent. It's very good. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the track, but each time I'm going to stop after each part, and I want you to correct your mistakes, okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, let's start.
Track 7. 1. Ryan.
We're going to buy a camper van and drive from San Francisco to New York.
Okay.
Yes, I think driving is correct.
Did you hear driving?
Maybe to drive.
Okay, listen again.
1. Ryan.
We're going to buy a camper van and drive from San Francisco to New York.
And drive.
Yes.
Only drive.
Only drive. Okay.
Mhm.
So just to drive. Okay. Let's continue.
We're hoping to visit some old friends on the way, and Meryl's thinking of writing a blog about our journey.
Okay. The rest of it is correct, right?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay.
2. Derek.
I'm planning to buy a house by the sea, either in Thailand or Barbados, and I'm looking forward to getting up late every day.
That's right.
Are you sure?
Correct. Yes,
Listen again.
I think
Either in Thailand or Barbados, and I'm looking forward to getting up late every day.
getting
Ah,
up.
right. Getting up.
I think when we use to, we don't use the verb with ing.
No, that's not the rule. The rule is you have to look at the phrase before to. You get the idea. القصة مش في
Yeah.
to، القصة في اللي قبل to. لازم تشوفي شنو المستعملة. The phrase اللي هو العبارة هذه I'm looking forward، هذه I'm looking forward to هي مع بعضها sorry. يعني كلها طرف واحد I'm looking forward to يستعمل فيها مع بعض. أي حاجة بتستعملها بعد I'm looking forward to it has to be verb plus ing. Always verb plus ing.
Okay.
All right? Okay,
Yes.
let's continue.
I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach, and I'd like to learn how to dive.
To learn.
Right. Why did we use to learn here? Why?
I didn't know.
What's before it?
Yeah.
What did we use
I'd
before it?
like.
Yes.
I'd like.
I'd like, which means I would like to learn.
Like.
I
Okay.
would like to learn. I'd like to learn. All right, good. Let's hear the next one.
3. Heidi.
I'm going to buy a new camera, and I'm looking forward to learning how to take photos of animals in the wild. I'm also thinking of going on holiday to Uganda. I want to meet a gorilla face to face. Camera.
Sorry, let's try again and let's write the missing answers.
I'm going to buy a new camera, and I'm looking forward to learning how to take photos of animals in the wild.
All right, so I'm going to
Learning. To
No,
buy. To buy.
Yeah, to buy, correct.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to
learning.
right. Okay, let's listen to the rest of it. I think the rest is correct.
I'm also thinking of going on holiday to Uganda. I want to meet a gorilla face to face.
All right, so all of it is correct now.
Yes.
All right, can you read them? 1, 2, 3. Start from number 1.
Okay. We're going to buy a camper van and to drive from San Francisco to New York.
Okay, sorry. And you said we're going to buy a camper van and
drive.
Is there to or without to?
Yes, it's true. Drive.
No. I mean, do you use to drive or without to?
No, without to.
Okay, good.
And drive from San Francisco to New York. We're hoping to visit some old friends on the way, and Mary's thinking of writing a blog about our journey. I'm planning to buy a house by the sea, either in Thailand or Barbados, and I'm looking forward to getting up late every day. I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach, and I'd like to learn how to drive. I'm going to buy a new camera and I'm looking forward to learning how to take photos of animals in the wild. I'm also thinking of going on holiday to Uganda. I want to meet gorilla face to face.
All right. Okay. Good. So this is how we use these expressions. All of this, of course, is an exercise for number 3. This part. Sorry, not 3, 5. So the exercise we were just doing, this is an exercise for this part, right? All of it is about how to use these phrases.
Okay.
So here you have to know that after you use we're planning, you have to use infinitive. We're planning to go. We're planning to study. I'm hoping to study. I'm hoping to go. I want to study. I want to go. I want to travel. So we always use infinitive plus 2 here with these 3 expressions, okay? But if you use the other expressions, I'm looking forward to, or I'm thinking of, we use ing. I'm thinking of traveling next week. I'm looking forward to meeting him. So we always use ing here, verb plus ing. And with the last one, which is I'd like, it's the same as this one, okay? So we use infinitive, infinitive plus 2. So these are expressions we also use to talk about the future, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's move on. Let's go back. Let's check our next exercise. I think we have a little bit of listening here in number 7. Listen and practice. Okay, so I just want you to listen and practice. We're going to, I think they're going to read some of the sentences from exercise 6. They're going to repeat some of the sentences, but they want you to listen and to practice, okay? So just listen and practice and try to copy the same stress. So let's listen. We want to do 8.
Writing a blog.
Okay.
Meryl's thinking of writing a blog.
All right, so try to repeat with the track.
Okay.
8. Writing a blog.
Writing a blog.
Meryl's thinking of writing a blog.
Meryl is thinking of writing a blog.
Buy a house by the sea.
Buy a house by the sea.
I'm planning to buy a house by the sea.
I'm planning to buy a house by a sea.
By the sea.
By the sea.
Getting up late every day.
Getting up late every day.
I'm looking forward to getting up late every day.
I'm looking forward to getting late every day.
Again, let's hear it again.
I'm looking forward to getting up late every day.
I'm looking forward to getting late every day.
To getting
up late every day.
Can you do it from the beginning?
I'm looking for getting up late every day.
Right, correct.
Spend every afternoon at the beach.
Spend afternoon at the beach.
Again.
Spend every afternoon at the beach.
Spend every afternoon at
Correct. Spend every afternoon at the beach.
I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach.
Spend every... Sorry. Yes, again, please.
Right.
I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach.
I hope I spend every afternoon at the beach.
Not exactly.
Spend every afternoon at the beach.
Spend every afternoon at the beach.
Okay, the second part now.
I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach.
I'm hoping to spend every afternoon at the beach.
Right.
Learn how to dive.
Learn how to dive.
I'd like to learn how to dive.
I'd like to learn how to drive.
Okay.
Buy a new camera.
Buy a new camera.
I'm going to buy a new camera.
I'm going to buy a new camera.
Meet a gorilla face to face.
Meeting a gorilla face to face.
Okay. Is it meet or meeting?
Meet a gorilla
Meeting.
face to face.
Meet a gorilla face to face.
Right.
I want to meet a gorilla face to face.
I want to meet a gorilla face to face.
All right, that's correct. Okay. Do you want to have a little break to pray first, prayer, and then we can finish the listening? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's take a little break, 5-10 minutes. We'll pray and come back.
Okay.
All right then. Hello, are you back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do our second listening. We're going to listen to how to say going to. All right. So it says here, listen and notice the two different ways we say going to. Both are correct. So in the first part of the exercise, they're telling us that there are two ways of saying going to. They do it in, we can say it in two ways, and both are correct. So you can do it in both ways, and it's correct. Okay, so let's listen to the two ways, and then after that we can decide in exercise in part B which one they use. Okay, in the other examples. But let's listen to the two ways first. Let me play it.
I'm going to buy a new camera.
B. We're going to buy a camper van.
All right. Did you hear the two ways? Did you notice the difference? Okay, I'll repeat it again. I want you to notice the difference between how the woman says going to and how the man says gonna, right? So,
Yes.
Yeah, so just pay attention to how they say it. I'll play it again.
Track 9. A.
I'm going to buy a new camera.
B.
We're going to buy a camper van.
What do you think?
Yes.
Do you see? The first one, yeah, the first one is going to buy, but the second one is gonna buy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so these are two different ways. So sometimes they say going to buy, going to drive, going to whatever, but sometimes they say gonna. Both are okay, I guess. All right, now you need to decide. If you hear the T sound, going to, this means number one, okay? So this means we want to put a number for each way of saying going to. So the first way is going to. This is the first one.
Okay.
And the second one is gonna. All right? So we have going to, and we have gonna. All right? So if you hear going to, this means number one. If you hear gonna, this means number two. Right?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the next exercise. So we're going to listen to part B. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, and you just say 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, whatever. All right, so let's start.
We're going to drive across the USA.
B. He's going to live abroad. C.
I'm going to write a blog.
D. They're going to have a great time. E.
She's going to retire next year.
F.
When are you going to retire?
Okay. All right, so what about B? What is it?
Yes.
Is it 1
B,
or 2?
I think 1. I think 1, yes.
Okay, let's write the numbers and then listen again. So B is 1. What about C?
C, 2.
Okay. What about D?
D is 2.
Okay. And E?
E is 1.
Okay. And what about F?
F, 1.
Okay.
1.
Okay. Okay, let's confirm this again. Let's listen again. And let's see if you're right.
10. A.
We're going to drive across the USA.
B. He's going to live abroad. C.
I'm going to write a blog.
D.
They're going to have a great time.
E.
She's going to retire next year.
F.
When are you going to retire?
Okay, so that's right. Okay, good. So these are the two ways that, the two different ways we pronounce going to. But if you say going to, normally, it's okay. But natives, they don't usually say going to like this. They say going to and gonna.
Gonna.
Yeah. All right, so in number 9, and here we have number 10 also. But number 9, it says write 6 sentences about your plans, hopes, and ambitions. Use be going to and phrases from 5A. All right. So here I want you to write 6 sentences. You don't have to write them. You can just tell them to me. But I can give you some time to think about them, okay? Now,
Okay.
Now, what I want you to do is, I also want you to use the expressions we talked about in exercise 5. So this means you have to use at least one of these, one of these, and only one of them can be with going to, okay? So this means you're going to use your sentences with these expressions. So maybe it's better if we stay on this page. This way you can see them in front of you, all right? So let me just circle them. So you're going to talk about your hopes and dreams and ambitions using these expressions, all right? And you can only use going to once. So you can only say, I'm going to something once, but the rest of the examples, you have to use these sentences. You cannot use other sentences, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you want, take a minute or 2 minutes, take a little bit of time, think of what you want to say, and then you can start. You don't have to do it right away.
Okay. I'm finished.
All right. Okay, you can start.
I'm planning to visit Dubai.
Okay.
I'm hoping to speak English as native speaker.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to moving from this country.
Me too.
I'm thinking of writing a story.
Nice.
I'd like watching a new film this night.
All right. How do we use I'd like?
I'd like watching.
Okay. All right. So let me show you. Can you look at the exercise in number 3, 3A?
3A. Yes. Yes, I use all what I see.
Yeah. I know. No, not 5, 3, 3A on the left.
3A. Yes. I'm looking forward, yes, to spending. Yes, I'm looking forward to moving. I said,
No. All of
I'd
it's
like
correct.
to go. Yes, to go to. Yes, I think that the three phrases in the D and E and F is using for ing.
No. Only DNE. Only DNE.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'd like is it's also with the other group.
To watch. Yeah. Yes, I'd like to watch the new film.
All right, very nice. I'd like to watch the new film tonight.
Yes.
Is it today? Is it at night today?
Yes.
Then you can say tonight.
Yes, okay.
Right. So I'd like to watch the new movie tonight. Very good examples. All right, excellent. Okay, very nice. So we can move on. So we have another exercise we can do here. So we want to make yes/no questions with you. All right. So here you just need to make all of it is yes/no questions.
Okay.
So just make a yes/no question, and the subject you will use is always you. Just use you, not he, not she, just you. Like number 1 and 2. Okay. Can you read number 1 and 2?
Okay. Be going to visit friends next month. Are you going to visit friends next month? Would like be famous. Would you like to be famous?
All right.
To be
So
famous.
correct. So this means you need to do the same thing for all the other sentences. You need to make yes/no questions out of them. Okay. So of course you can take some time. If you want, you can write, but if you just take a few minutes to do all of these, and after that I can ask you these questions and you can answer. Okay. So take a few minutes and just try to complete them. And remember, the subject is always you. Always you.
Okay. Yes, I'm finished.
All right. Okay, let's start. So,
Are you going to planning move? Yes, number 2, number 3.
okay,
Yes.
remember, not all of them have going.
Yes. Forget yes.
Yeah, the B just
Yes.
means it just means are. That's all. You get the idea?
Yes. Yes. Are you planning? Are you planning?
Planning.
Are you planning to move house this year?
Correct.
Are you number 3 and number 4? Number 4.
Okay.
Are you looking forward to doing doing something special?
Good. Are you looking forward to doing something special?
Want to living abroad in the future?
This is a present simple
Want
question.
you to living abroad in the future?
No.
Something
May,
wrong?
yes. You can't start want to in English.
Are you want?
Without are, without verb to
Are
be.
you want to?
You can't use verb to be with the
Are
present simple.
you want?
There's no are in number 5.
Okay.
No verb to be. You can't use verb to be in number 5.
Okay. Do
Yes.
Do you want?
That's it.
Do you want to living abroad in the future?
Again?
Do you want?
Correct.
To living?
Why living?
Sorry, I will sure. I want living, yes. Living, not to live.
No, to live.
Yes. Do you want living?
No.
No? Or yes, I'm sorry. Do you want to live abroad? To live
Correct.
abroad in the future?
Yes, this is a normal present simple question. Like I ask you, do you want to have a cup of coffee? Do you want to go to the movies? Do you want to travel to Italy? Do you want to finish this lesson, right? Do you want to?
Yes.
Infinitive, because want is normal, present simple infinitive. Okay? Okay,
Yes.
so number 5, correct. Do you want to live abroad in the future? Number 6?
Are you thinking of changing your job or course?
Good. Are you thinking of changing your job or course? Good.
Are you going to take any exams this year?
Right. Are you going to take any exams this year? Good.
Would you like to learn how to fly a plane?
Correct. Would you like to learn how to fly a plane?
Are you hoping to retire early?
Correct. I'm hoping to retire early.
Are you planning to go on holiday soon?
Correct. Are you planning to go on holiday soon? Very nice. Okay, so all of them are correct. Okay, you can see this lesson is full of lots of details. It's a very good lesson. Too many details, maybe. But here, because it's from the beginning, you have 4 things. Be going to, plans, hopes, ambitions. And they showed you many different ways of talking about the future. You can use I'm going to, but you can use other things. You don't have to say I'm going to, I'm going to, I'm going, right? It's boring. Here in this lesson, they showed you how to do it in many different ways. I'm planning, I'm hoping, I want, I'm looking forward to, I'm thinking of, I'd like. All of these are excellent ways to talk about your future. Okay? Okay, so next lesson, we'll talk a little more about prepositions, vocabulary, conversation, conservation. All right, so that's all for today. I'll see you next lesson, okay?
Okay, goodbye. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. See you next time. Bye.